using a 3.5 millimeter hook, and this is going to be the start of the flower bud. The first thing we're going to do is work 6 single crochets in a magic ring. After that, we're going to pull the string to tighten the circle, and we're going to make a slip stitch. After that, we're going to chain 1, and we're going to do an increase, making 12 single crochets. Next, we're going to do a slip stitch and chain 1. And this next round, we're going to do 1 single crochet increase, making 18 single crochets total. Slip stitch and chain 1, and for the next round we're going to do 2 single crochets increase, making 24 single crochets total. Once you get to the end, slip stitch and chain 1. And for this last row, we will do 3 single crochets increase, making 30 single crochets total. Lastly, we will slip stitch, chain 1, and fasten off your work. For the next part, we're going to need a 5 millimeter hook and any color you want for your flower petals. So for this next round, we're going to insert our hook in any one of the stitches that we've made. It doesn't matter where. And you're going to grab your yarn, and what we're going to do are half double crochet cluster stitches. So first we're going to do 3 chains. After that, loop your yarn around once, insert, pull through, and then you're going to do this 2 more times in that same hole. After you do that, you're going to yarn over and pull through all of those loops and chain 2. Next, we're going to yarn over and skip a stitch, and we're going to repeat that. The only difference is instead of 3 half double crochet clusters, we're going to do 4. So we're going to yarn over, insert, pull through, and we're going to do that 4 times. And then after that, we will pull through all of the loops. After we pull through all of the loops, we're going to chain 2, skip a stitch, and we're going to repeat this all the way around. We should have 15 petals in total. Once we reach the end, you're going to count your petals and make sure there are 15. After that, make sure you chain your 2 and slip stitch and fasten off your yarn. In this round, you're going to need a 4.5 millimeter hook, and you're going to insert your hook in any one of the spaces. This is going to be the start of the triangle part of your bikini top. This is going to be like a granny square, but instead a triangle. So instead of 4 corners, we're going to be having 3 corners. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to do a chain 3, and in that same corner we're going to do 2 double crochets. After that, you're going to do a chain 2 and insert 3 double crochets into that same corner. Now we're going to be working onto the side parts of the bikini top. So we're going to do 3 double crochets in each space, and we're going to do this 4 times until we do the other corner. Once we have those 4 clusters of 3 double crochets, we're going to do the next corner. So we're going to do 3 double crochets, chain 2, and 3 double crochets into that same space. Once we're done with that, we're going to repeat the same thing. Do 3 double crochets in 4 spaces, and then we'll get to that corner, do 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet in the same space, and I'll meet you back. Once we finish that corner, we're going to repeat the same thing on the sides, 3 double crochets in those 4 spaces, and I'm going to meet you at the end. Once we're at the end, you're just going to make a slip stitch. This is what your work is supposed to look like so far. Now we're going to start the next round. So what we're going to do is we're going to slip stitch about 2 to 3 times to get to your top corner. Once you get to your corner, chain 3 and place 2 double crochets into that same corner. Next, you're going to chain 2 and place 3 double crochet into that same exact corner. So once you get to your side, do 3 double crochets in each space, and you're going to do that 5 times. Once we get to our corner, place 3 double crochets, chain 2, and place 3 more double crochets into that same stitch, and we're going to repeat this all the way around. Once we get to the end, we're going to slip stitch, and we're going to place slip stitches until we get to that top corner, and we're going to repeat what we did. The only difference is you increase on your sides, so your next round will be 6 spaces, and so on and so forth. For this top that I did, it was a C cup, so I only had to do 3 rows, which measured out to be 8 inches. I will leave the link down below that I used to get my measurements. It's on Pinterest. Once you finish all your rows, slip stitch until you get to that top corner, and we are going to do chains in order to do the straps. So all you're going to do is keep chaining until you get the desired length that you want. I think I might have done 50 chains right here, but I could be wrong. Now we're going to get started on the ruffles. So we're going to insert in that corner, in the top corner, and we're going to chain 3. After you chain your 3, you're going to place 4 double crochets in that same stitch. This is going to be the scales. After we place 4 double crochets, we're going to skip a stitch and slip stitch into the next. After we do our slip stitch, we're going to skip a stitch and double crochet 5 times in the next stitch. And we're going to repeat this, so skip a stitch, slip stitch, skip a stitch, 5 double crochet in the next. And we're going to repeat this all the way until we get to the corner. Now that we're in our corner, we're going to double crochet 4 times in that corner. And we're going to repeat this all the way down. This is the start of the ruffles, so you're going to place 4 double crochets in each stitch. And we're going to repeat this until we get to the next corner. Once we get to that corner, we're going to place 4 double crochets in that same space. And then we're going to skip a stitch and slip stitch into the next. And we're going to be repeating the scales. So then we're going to skip another stitch and double crochet 5 into that next stitch. Once we're almost to our corner, we're going to finish off our scales. And we're going to place the bikini strap in the front. And we're going to slip stitch into the scale that we made before. And then after that, don't cut off the yarn. We're going to single crochet onto our bikini strap. You can skip this part if you want. I just like the way it looks, and I only do it on the one side that we're doing right now. So you're going to single crochet all the way until you get to the end of that strap. After you get to the end part of the strap, fasten off, cut it, and I double knotted mine. And you will basically repeat all these steps to make a second one. And all we will have to do is make the strap that goes around our waist. All we do for the strap is you're going to chain a length that will fit all the way around you and leave some space in order for you to tie it. And then after that, you're going to single crochet around just like how we did the straps for the shoulder part. This is how I weaved it in through the top. Now all that's left is the smiley face, and all you will do is sew that with a needle and some black yarn. And that is your finished top. For the shorts, I got the pattern off of YouTube, and I will leave that in the link below.